All right, boomers, I can only assume this thing is running right now because the red light is on, but I don't see the numbers. Any event. Construction started on Thursday. The guys were here for one full day, and they pretty much started to expose everything. As you remember from a couple of the other videos, there's the construction board. There's some of the extra insulation. I think they're saving so that they could recycle it a little bit differently. As all of you might remember, what was once is our storage area. I'm going to close that. What was once an area where I used to do some fussing around with my bow and arrow and some of my other hunting gear. This back wall used to be all storage for kitchen stuff. There used to be a wine collection there, a wine cellar. On that end, we actually had the, you probably remember, I had an indoor pellet range. And of course on this wall, this entire wall came out. This is where the reloading bench was. Sadly, the reloading bench is closed. Fortunately, we have enough ammo to get through about 5 seasons without even reloading. But that wouldn't be as much fun for my channel fans. So let's go take a quick walk around the house and just see what they've exposed. This house was a contemporary. It was built in the 70s, I think 1979. There were 2 of them. There used to be one just like it right next door where that big house is, but they did a tear down. So we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be adding on 2 stories, or a story and a half. And there's an amazing amount of beams here. I always wondered why this did well in every hurricane we've lived here for, both Irene and Sandy. The house is really built like a brick ass house. I'm not allowed to say that on YouTube. So, any event, they stopped a little bit short here. They took out the outdoor shower. We have a real outdoor shower now. Actually, I shut it down for the winter, so it's no longer functioning. As you can see, they just moved it. They're going to save it, and we'll eventually put it back on again. All kinds of sawdust and stuff flying around. Anyhow, the steel's on order. They're going to come out on Monday, and they're going to dig some foundations and footers. I would imagine they're going to take the dumpster away, bring it back, and that's about it right now. We've managed to move all the wood out of the way, cleared all the trees and branches so they can set up construction. We'll pick this up next week. Hey, good afternoon, Boomer Rangers. Boomer Ron back here, Boomer Ranger Ron back here to tell you about the update in our beach house construction. You haven't heard from me in a while. That's because we had a few delays. Mostly, I'm going to turn this around now and show you where we're at, all right? Mostly what's happened is we finally got our final approval from the bank, and the construction loan did go through. We signed on a dotted line, and the construction was ready to get started. So you can pretty much see, I've been joking that our house kind of looks like a set from War Horses. There are more trenches around the house than you can imagine. This is a particularly well-built house. It was built in the 70s by a commercial constructor by the name of Petrucci. There used to be a second house just like it next door. So you can see the number of I-beams that run in every direction on this house. So it is solidly built. We'll be adding 2 stores and 2 stories. So they're digging down 42 inches. There's a little bit of water has collected. These forms that have been built, I'm thinking tomorrow's the day they're actually going to start pouring the footers or the foundation. So they're down 42 inches, which is below the 36 inches they have to maintain for frost line. All the footers are done. There's some bigger ones in the garage in the back storage area. One can get an idea of just how big this really is. Now you'll notice I used to have a sprinkler system, a complete sprinkler system. That's all gone. During the construction they knocked out the sewer pipe. They have since fixed that, and here was the main connection of the sprinkler system. we're going to have to put a whole new sprinkler system in. I mean, there's just absolutely nothing left of the sprinkler system. That's what's left of the true outdoor shower now. We had to move all the shower partitions out next to the storage shed. And I think this was what we commonly call a sprinkler head. It would have popped up and sprinkled this whole area. But as I said, I think that's appropriate to name this something like a site, the trenches that were dug in France during World War I. It's going to be exciting. The footers will be poured, and there'll be sturdy columns coming up to support the structure. Not sure exactly what happens next week, but I think they'll start pouring the footers. All right, let me go back in. So, for now, construction's quiet. All on the construction site, pretty quiet. The dumpster is empty for now. I'm pretty sure once they rip the roof off, the dumpster will be full. So until next time, stay tuned. We'll keep you up to date. All right? Boomer Ranger Ron saying goodbye for now. All right, so it's Thursday, October 22nd. And what a surprise when I came home to find the guys have been working all day, making some serious progress. Just about every one of these trenches now has a series of forms in there, and much to my surprise, I thought for sure that they might be bringing a cement truck in here, but judging by what I see over there, a stack of actually I see a stack of cement, Sackcrete, which is quick drying cement, the kind we used when we sunk the poles in the outdoor shower. But the crew just left. The two hard-working guys. It looks as if they really know what they're doing. There are bricks in there to make sure these things are level. The builder's due here at 5 o'clock to have a construction meeting and just give us kind of an update of what's going on. The steel's on order. Should be here next week. I'm not really sure whether the steel goes inside the forms or whether the forms get poured first and then goes inside. But anyhow, we'll decide that, I guess, pretty soon, right? All right, so let's zoom this all the way out. You can pretty much get an idea of what's going on here. This is a major project. As I said earlier, Rob, our builder, is due out here at 5 o'clock to have a progress meeting scheduled with us. This one looks like they got a little bit more, well, maybe they don't have to take a little bit more out of there. They're going to be doing a lot of mixing by hand. As I said earlier, I thought for sure they would bring a cement truck out. I guess I should be careful here. The other day I mentioned to you that they busted up the sewer line and they had to replace it with a new one. Sprinkler system, that's history. That's about all that's left of the sprinkler system. This and a couple heads and a couple pipes right there. Boy, things are super muddy here. Gonna need to get a pair of boots later, I guess, if I'm gonna walk out here. This is how you check and see if everything is level. Draw a string, hang a plumb line. Very, very exciting. We shall see where this all goes next week. As I said, almost every single trench now has a form. So these guys are well ahead of schedule here. Pretty exciting. We got to get somebody to come along and move get somebody next week to reposition that outdoor potty, because I can't get into the shed and all my hunting gear is in there. Okay, so that's about it for now. No further updates until they start to pour the cement. All right, stay tuned. We'll have this wrapped up shortly.